Finally, Tang Mo and Mosaic were old acquaintances. He had a bit of knowledge about this girl's temper. Mosaic wasn't like Mario and Pinocchio. She liked arson and didn't like to play tricks on humans. She followed the rules of the Black Tower games and most of the time, she didn't deliberately hide the rules of the game. If he asked then she should answer. Tang Mo looked at Mosaic sincerely. Due to his pretty good sincere eyes, or so Tang Mo thought, Mosaic made an awkward expression. The little girl coughed twice and held her chin. Then she said with no anger, "Since you sincerely asked me, I will mercifully tell you." Lu Wanzhong and Lin Qingzi looked shocked and even the smile on Bai Ruiao's face froze for a moment. The three people reached the same consensus. This is also possible. It was really possible. Mosaic said lazily, "The rules to clear the game, well, if you give me the book then of course you can clear it. My mother likes to make me read. She doesn't want to give me a happy childhood at all. If she sees me reading when she comes back, she definitely won't eat you. If I am reading a language book, my mother will pay the language teacher and eat the useless mathematics teacher." On the board, Tang Mo still stood at the starting grid. Mosaic raised her head and through the thick mosaic, Tang Mo felt that the little girl was staring at the word mathematics behind him. The mosaic snorted. "I like language better than mathematics. I don't want to read your maths book." "Hehe, then what if you receive a language and mathematics book at the same time?" Mosaic turned her head and the baby-faced youth blinked at her. Mosaic spoke proudly, "You didn't beg me. Why should I answer? I am begging you." Bai Ruiao stated directly. "Mosaic, did humans have such thick faces these days?" The little girl rubbed her head and wondered if the human players she encountered before were mutant human players. These humans were so shameless. The depressed Mosaic replied, "If you give me books at the same time, it will seem like the level of the teachers is very average. This shows that I love reading and you have nothing to do with it. My mother won't pay you. She will bring me delicious bunnies and small kangaroos and won't care about you. Maybe she will feel that you are useless and eat all of you." Tang Mo and Bai Ruiao's eyes narrowed at the same time. One team could get the rewards while the other team would die. If both teams cleared it at the same time, there would be no rewards and they might all die. It turned out that so many people previously died because of this. Tang Mo thought. The reality instance of Peking University had been open for a while and dozens of Beijing players had entered it. However, they organized teams to explore the instance. There weren't many random people and each of them were the best Beijing players. It was likely that the 4 players would be teammates of the same organization. In the face of this option of all of them dying, they wouldn't choose to cooperate and this would eventually lead to death. Yes, the really fatal thing about this game wasn't the location of the books or the number of grids a player could walk. It was the 2 teams and their willingness to cooperate. Tang Mo stood in the grid for a long time and didn't move. The young woman on the opposite side couldn't help saying, "Hey, aren't you moving yet? Who knows when the werewolf will come back? Your questions are over. Move quickly." "Are the questions over?" Bai Ruiao asked in a quirky tone. The young woman didn't understand for a moment. Tang Mo stared at the little girl in the middle of the board and asked lightly, "Is violence forbidden in this game?" Mosaic suddenly let out a shrill whistle. The sound was like nails scratching gla.s.s. Lin Qingzi and Lu Wanzhong blocked their ears while Tang Mo frowned. After whistling for 3 seconds, Mosaic stopped. Then she asked with great exaggeration, "Aren't you humans too bad? Still trying to kill your own people? Good or bad, you're all bad guys." She suddenly stopped and changed her words. "But I like it. Unfortunately, violence isn't allowed in this game." "Why?" Mosaic was quite patient when it came to the matter of killing. Once a player enters the grid, like you stepped on this grid. She was referring to Bai Ruiao. Bai Ruiao pointed to himself. "Me? Yes, you are now standing in the grid with the book and the light film of this grid is turned on. Try and see if you can leave the grid." Bai Ruiao stretched out a feet and was stopped by an invisible wall. Mosaic kept explaining, "Look, you can't go out. It isn't your turn so you can't leave. A grid can accommodate an infinite number of people but only the first player who enters the grid can change the light and have owners.h.i+p over the item inside." Mosaic suddenly scratched her hair. This isn't a good explanation. Let's say that Tang Mo now enters your grid. The owners.h.i+p of this book is still that pretty boy, not Tang Mo. Do you understand? Pretty boy Bai Ruiao, Tang Mo suddenly felt that Mosaic was cute. Lu Wanzhong spoke up, "I understand. But how are your words related to why violence isn't allowed? Is it allowed or now allowed?" "It is allowed." Mosaic replied. "Tang Mo, if you want into this grid and want to kill the pretty boy, you can kill him. It is just that after he dies, his body will always exist in this grid. His turn has been forced to end and he will never leave this grid. Even if you want to throw his body out, it isn't possible. The item in the grid will always belong to him, well, to his body." Lin Qingzi wondered, this doesn't mean that violence isn't permitted. There was no way to change the owners.h.i+p of the items in the grid but they could still kill. Lin Qingzi just finished this sentence when her expression changed. She suddenly understood Mosaic's meaning. She looked warily at the opposite team of Tang Mo and Lu Wanzhong. Bai Ruiao was paying attention to something else. "You call him Tang Mo but you call me a pretty boy. Don't you think he is prettier than I am? The reason you are calling him by his name, do you know him?" Mosaic didn't shy away from it. "Of course I know him. I despise him. Bai Ruiao was interested. Despise Tang Tang? Hehe, why do you, it is your turn. Tang Mo's cold voice was heard. Bai Ruiao turned his head and found that Tang Mo had already moved forward. Now it was his turn. Bai Ruiao shrugged, looking at the grid in front of him and then the one behind him. Finally, he stepped to the right diagonally. Let's say the entire board was divided into 1-5 vertical coordinates and 8 horizontal coordinates. At this moment, Bai Ruiao was standing on D2, Lin Qingzi was standing on A2, Lu Wansheng was standing on A4 and Tang Mo was standing on E4. Every person could walk 7 steps and now it was only the second step. Lu Wansheng looked at Tang Mo and Tang Mo nodded. The two men acted according to the plan. Tang Mo went to the grid with the book and Lu Wansheng helped him ensure that the light film of the grid was bright. Bai Ruiao, this person was treacherous and didn't act according to common sense. Tang Mo guessed the direction Bai Ruiao would head in and chose the other book. However, no matter where he went, Bai Ruiao went there. On the 6th step, Tang Mo stood in E3, Bai Ruiao stood in D2, Lu Wansheng stood in B2 and Lin Qingzi stood in B4. The books were in B2 and E2. Once it was Bai Ruiao's turn, he smiled and walked into the E2 grid, lighting up the film inside the grid. The second to move was Lu Wansheng. He didn't hesitate to walk into CS, extinguish.h.I plus ng the light of Bai Ruiao and Mosaic's grids. Third was Lin Qingzi, who didn't look good. She walked into C4. Mosaic's grid lit up again. Finally, it was Tang Mo's turn. As everyone thought, Tang Mo moved sideways. Without lighting up Bai Ruiao's grid, he extinguished the light on Mosaic's grid. The first round ended quickly. There was no doubt that the 4 people didn't clear the game. The Black Tower's mechanical childlike voice was heard. The first round of the game has ended and no players have cleared it. Please return to your grid and wait for the second round to begin. Do you want to beg us? Bai Ruiao and Lin Qingzi were heading back when a calm male voice was suddenly heard. The pair turned their heads and looked at the ordinary young man. Lu Wansheng was still standing in C2 and he pushed his gla.s.ses up the bridge of his nose. His voice was calm as he stated, you should know that in this game, the first person to move has no advantage. It is the last player who is the most important. Right now, the last player to move is in our team. As long as he disagrees, no one can pas.s this instance. If the two teams clear it together, there is only the possibility of death. If one team wins the game, the other team will surely die. Currently, none of us know when the werewolf will come back. If we haven't cleared the instance before she returns, all of us will be wiped out. Thus, do you want to work together? He smiled as he said this. My words are somewhat inaccurate. It should be, do you want to beg us to cooperate with you? Lin Qingzi was stunned and then became angry. Bai Ruiao just looked at the young man with a smile. Since entering this instance, the baby-faced youth had been smiling the whole time. Lu Wansheng just thought he was a smiling psychopath and didn't understand the meaning behind each smile. However, Tang Mo has been standing there silently. Lu Wansheng thought that Bai Ruiao and Lin Qingzi hadn't heard clearly and repeated himself, I mean that as long as we don't mess up, you will never be able to clear the instance. It is only by asking us to cooperate that there is a chance for everyone to pas.s. Thus, you have to beg, I heard it clearly. Bai Ruiao suddenly opened his mouth. Then he stretched out his right hand and formed a gun shape, shooting at Lu Wansheng. Lu Wansheng's expression sank. I heard it but so what? First of all, the Black Tower games have always been fair. It is impossible to have such unequal rules. There must be something that will allow my team to win. It hasn't appeared yet or we haven't found it. Secondly, the smile on Bai Ruiao's face slowly disappeared. He looked at the young man staring in front of him with dead eyes. Second, why are you speaking? The last person to move is Tang Mo, not you. Even he didn't try to make a deal with me yet, you want me to beg you. Bai Ruiao laughed. Hehe, I declare that you are dead. The author has something to say, Shi Huiao, only Tang Tang is qualified to talk to me about conditions. Tang Tang, oh, then you will die. Old Fu, today is another day without drama. Added a KO5 for the people asking for an alternative to Patreon. You can also join my Discord channel to chat with fellow readers about the novels.